I think we have everybody. All right, we're ready to get started. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on a cold Wednesday morning. I know you could be in a bunch of different places. My name is Kim Klingler. I am the Executive Director of the Columbia Pike Partnership. I will show you all my mug. If any of you have your mugs, please feel free to hold them up at this time as well. Susan, I know you love your mug as well. We are just really excited to continue these Connect and Collaborate sessions. I can't remember which number this one is, but I will come back to you with how many we've done so far. But we really have a great program for you this morning. So Andrea, if you could flip to the next slide for me, please.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so we do have a full agenda and we want to make sure we end on time because your time is valuable and your feedback and your perspective is incredibly valuable to us. So we're going to briefly do some welcome and introductions. We're going to talk about resources from our partners. The Chamber is joining us as well as COMCAST. We're going to talk about ways to become partners and the benefits of that. We do have 3 wonderful speakers today, which will share their insights. And then we're going to do some Q&A. Then we'll do a few announcements, and then we're going to actually go into a closed session just for our CAC members, so for our Community Advisory Council members. So during that time, we'll let you know, and the public can leave us, and the CAC members, if you're still available, we would love to have you stay. Next slide, please. So next, it is my honor to introduce Stephen Gregory Smith. He is our Program Director Extraordinaire. He has amazing skill sets because of his unique and creative background. And Stephen, I'll let you take it away.
Hey, thank you so much, Kim. It's a pleasure being here with all of my friends here. These sessions have been really exciting and invigorating to kind of just get a bunch of people in a room like we used to in person and just kind of brainstorm and talk and discuss ideas. And so thank you so much for joining us. I've been with the organization this is my 6th year. I can't believe that. And I'm very grateful to be here with you. I want to, however, toss it over right now to our newest employee, Andrea Avendano, our marketing communications specialist. Andrea is a dedicated results-driven advertising and marketing specialist with over 8 years of experience. She's also a resident of Columbia Pike in the Fairfax County side, but she's very knowledgeable of the corridor and speaks fluently in English and Spanish. And we are more than thrilled to have her incredible skill set with us. Please welcome Andrea Avendano.
Thank you, Stephen. It has been a very exciting few months since I joined the organization, and I'm really looking forward to connect this year with all of our partners and the people that want to become a partner.
So we are excited to have Andrea on board. You'll hear more from her a little bit later in our program today. If we could just quickly flip to the next slide. As I mentioned earlier, we do have our Community Advisory Council members with us today joining us. This is a group that has really inspired us and given us additional perspective and connections on Columbia Pike and throughout the region. We really rely on their feedback, and we're very happy to have them with us today. Next slide, please. So I also want to welcome 3 of our newest CAC Community Advisory Council members. We have Allison Kennedy, Scott Fink, and Zakia Worthy. So please give them a warm welcome, and you will be seeing more of them throughout, hopefully, the next year or so. So thank you so much.
All right, it is now my pleasure to welcome Mike Rosenau from the Chamber of Commerce. He's the Senior Director of Membership, and Veronica Santos. She's with the Community Affairs Consultant from COMCAST and with the COMCAST Rise program. Mike, if you would start us out, welcome.
Awesome. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Kim. I really appreciate you guys inviting me here. And wanted to let you know a little bit about the Arlington Chamber. I'll give you just a high-level overview of what the Chamber actually is. But we are a membership-based organization for businesses in the community here, not only on Columbia Pike, but in the greater Arlington community, really looking to connect members and businesses together through networking and business development opportunity advocacy, really advocating for the business community, connecting through community engagement opportunities, and also educational opportunities. So we just announced last week a partnership with Amazon on our Small Business Accelerator program. The idea is that this will allow prospective members to join the chamber, and Amazon will actually sponsor half of the membership dues for those on the SWAM list, which is the Small Women and Minority Owned Businesses that the Commonwealth of Virginia has. So we've heard, some of the biggest barriers to entry is really just cost. So Amazon really wants to diversify and get the business community engaged here in Arlington. So we came up with this partnership together that will allow members or prospective members to get involved here with the chamber, and that'll hopefully grow your business and really get connected to the community here, or get connected to resources that you might need from the county, or just educational opportunities. So I really appreciate you guys letting me let folks on with the Columbia Pike Partnership know about this opportunity. I will pop in my information in the chat function here, and feel free to reach out. I'm happy to talk a little bit more about membership, what all is, comes with that, what events you can get involved with, and should anyone need, any advocacy or anything else like that, how really the chamber can help small businesses along Columbia Pike.
And Mike, just to be clear, those businesses, though, have to be SWAM certified, right?
That is correct. And if you're not SWAM certified, that link that you popped in will also tell you how to be on that list. So you should be on that list regardless, because that also opens up a lot of different opportunities and doors there as well. And it's totally free to be on that SWAM list and be SWAM certified. There are criterias, but it'll show you what all you need to be on there. But as long as you're on that list, then you are eligible to join and be a part of the Small Business Accelerator program.
So being SWAM certified doesn't cost anyone anything. It's just basically going through the process of registering.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Okay, good to know. And please, if anyone has any questions regarding that, please feel free to reach out to Mike in the chat. Thank you so much, Mike. That's very helpful. And I think a very exciting partnership between you and Amazon, really doing some good there. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Steve.
Veronica, we wanted to bring you on next. Can you tell us about the COMCAST RISE program?
I certainly can. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak today. My name is Veronica Santos-Mazzucci. I manage community impact for COMCAST Beltway region. And so I'm going to go off camera for just a second. And if you could go to the next slide. So COMCAST RISE is a, you can go ahead and play the video and then I'll talk through.
I don't think we have any sound on the video.
Do me a favor, Andrea, go ahead and unshare your screen. And before you share your screen, there's a little box at the bottom that says share audio.
There we go.
Is it working now?
I think so.
Yeah.
Backbones of every block.
Are largely in COVID. Small businesses have been almost twice as likely to shutter.
Disproportionately so.
More than half of Black business owners
were struggling to obtain federal paycheck protection.
COVID-19 on African Americans. Somehow we always find a way to rise.
To the blueprint builders, to the backbones of every block, to the late night legends and the pioneers of legacy, for the curators of the culture, for the family franchise, and for generations to follow. You might fall, but never fail. Keep rising, keep rising, keep rising. Apply today for a variety of business, marketing, and tech makeovers on us to help you rise.
So I've got my essay written, and
Thank you so much. Okay, next slide, please. So thank you all for listening. So COMCAST RISE, which stands for Representation, Investment, Strength, and Empowerment, was created in partnership with Comcast Business and Effective, our advertising sales arm of the company. And this was as a direct result of the pandemic. You know, we found that Black, Indigenous, and people of color, small businesses were impacted the most. So COMCAST RISE was created. Selected businesses can receive a number of assets, consultation services, or a media tech makeover, or a monetary grant. So last October, we provided $1 million worth of grants in Washington, D.C. to the small businesses. Each business received a $10,000 grant. And again, this was for those small Black and people of color, Indigenous people of color businesses. In November, we announced a major expansion to this program. And so now all women-owned businesses nationwide can apply. So just so you guys know, and we can go to the next slide. So the eligibility requirements are listed. The owner has to be 18 years of age or older and actively engaged in the day-to-day operations. There's no more than 25 full-time and part-time employees for the tech makeover, no more than 100 full-time and part-time employees for the consulting, media, and creative production services. And the established business has to be there for at least 1 calendar year. So more information about the rules can be found at comcastrise.com/legal. So I encourage, everyone that's on the call today, if you qualify to log on to comcastrise.com. We'd love to see you as one of our businesses that are winners. So next slide. So now I'm just going to pivot really quickly about Internet Essentials. We celebrated our 10th anniversary of Internet Essentials last year. This program is designed for low-income Americans, those who receive various forms of federal subsidy. The internet service is $9.95 a month. You can opt in and to purchase a low-cost computer for $149.99. And when the pandemic started, we partnered with local school systems and jurisdictions with an Internet Essentials Partnership program, and Arlington County was one, where jurisdictions identified and paid for internet services for those families, those low-income families, to provide the residential service so students can continue to thrive. We also created lift zones, and I saw that La Cocina is part of this collaborative. They are actually one of our lift zones, and we installed 1,000 across the country. These are Wi-Fi connected community centers, community partners that have a computer lab or a computer component where people can come in and continue to learn online and at a safe location. In the DC metropolitan area, we have over 100 lift zones in our footprint. Next slide. So just quickly, we are partnered. The Comcast Internet Essentials program provides, again, the high-speed internet for individuals that qualify at the low cost of $9.95. We are also partnering with the federal government subsidy, the Affordable Connectivity Program. Individuals can apply and receive a credit of up to $30 towards their internet bill. So Comcast is a participating partner, which means that the federal government credit can be used towards the Internet Essentials service, or if the individual qualifies or the family qualifies, if they have any other form of internet service with Comcast, they can also receive and apply up to that $30 credit. So let me know if there's opportunities, if you are in this field, if you have students that you, or if you are part of a PTA or PTO, if you'd like for us to come and speak and share this opportunity, please let me know. Next slide. We also have our partner community on internetessentials.com. Anyone can register as a partner. All of the collateral is free and it's available in 35 languages. And there it is, internetessentials.com/partner. And it comes again, 35 languages. So next slide. And that is it. Thank you all for listening. And if you have any questions, please feel free, I'll be here afterwards to answer. So thank you.
Thank you, Veronica. That's amazing. Now, am I to understand in some of the program of the Comcast Rise that you can basically get a commercial made for you?
Yes, so we've created commercials, a 30-second public service announcement, and there's a 90-day window. And so that is our effective, our Comcast, they're formerly Comcast Spotlight, but they create that 30-second commercial. So that's one of the components. So it's either a tech makeover, the commercial. If an existing business has a commercial, they will create that 90-day slot. And so, and I will let you know that we had a small business in Prince George's County, and this company had to lay off, his 5 people when the pandemic first started. He applied for a Comcast Rise and won a tech makeover and a commercial. Because that commercial aired across the country, he's hired everybody back and his company has grown. So he even has clients overseas. So it's pretty amazing. So I encourage you guys, please, please, please apply.
Yes, and as JD pointed out in the chat, these are grants, all capitals, not loans. Big difference. I see so there's some questions coming in the chat. Can someone kind of pick those out for me, Kim? If there are questions, this is a time for questions with either Veronica or Mike. So if we could open up that chat, what are the questions coming in?
So the lift, I see that there's one. Are there any lift zones currently on the Pike? So we have one at La Cocina. I don't know if that's located on Columbia Pike.
Yes.
And then,
yes.
But that's the one that we have in Arlington. And then we had another one with Computer Core.
Okay. Anyone else have any other questions?
So Bethany, please, you can shoot me an email. We would love to be able to identify, if there is a nonprofit organization or a community center that is open and has remained open, where they have a computer lab, please send me the information. I'd love to connect. So if there are other opportunities, I'd love to know about them.
Yeah, I know that's been very tricky this year with community centers, really serving their community in different ways, whether through vaccination sites or just staying closed for safety. But if there are any other questions for either Veronica or Mike. Oh, yes, Monica wants to know if you could share your email in the chats.
I actually have a question. I'm sorry, it's too long to type it. I was going to ask for with Veronica with the flyer that she showed in her presentation. Is that available? Because we work with a lot of low-income people. I'd love to be able to disseminate that. Or should I go to the website to try to find it? Or is it something
I can send it to you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. If there are no further questions, in the interest of time, I'd like to toss it back to Andrea with ways to become a partner.
Yes, thank you, Stephen. So we're just going to talk today about a few of the ways that we have to become a partner. Just want to say that our mission is only possible with the support of all our partners. We exist to represent the interests of those who live, work, and visit Columbia Pike, and we are incredibly grateful for those who are already partners and those who are looking to become one. So we have 4 primarily ways to become a partner. One of them is by donating. We have a general fund open and we have programs as well. Just a week ago, we opened the Buy a Nurse Lunch program, and we are currently accepting donations for that program. So that's a great way people can donate from $10 to $500 to whatever they want and whatever they can. Another way to become a partner of us is by becoming a volunteer. We always have, and we're always in need of volunteers to support our efforts. Usually these efforts may be in one of our programs, in one of our events. We may need some help, like doing things, like reaching out to community, or maybe just in the event itself. We have a form that you can fill out if you want to become a volunteer, and we're going to put all those links in the chat. You can also be a partner just by sharing our work. We have a weekly newsletter that you can share. We also have constant communications on social media. If you can just help us spread the word, that is wonderful for us, and that really helped us. And we're also here available for you to reach out to us. We are in communication with a lot of the services and on the county, and we can help guide businesses and residents with things they may need and they may not be able to find easily. So we like to be your point of contact. If you need any assistance or any guidance, please just reach out. And also, we have our sticker that is new and that we're sharing with all the businesses. It's free. If you just want to share this sticker, put it on your window, say that you're a partner of us. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to pay for it. We will ship it to you. So if you just fill out there is a form, and we also want to put the link for that on the chat. Just fill that out and we can send you our partner sticker. And that's the step 1 for businesses. Thank you.
Yes, I want to see those stickers in like every window. It would make me so happy. Thank you very much, Andrea. Now I'd like to introduce some of our current partners that we've been working with, some as recently as the past year, and others for many years. So if we could go to the next slide, we have Benedicto and Jessica Yanez, owners of Los Chamacos restaurant that, oh, and Andrea, please put your email in the chat for people to connect with you. Thank you. Their story is an exciting one, and they opened Los Chamacos during the pandemic, and it's been a rough ride, but they have been lauded by the press and the community for their amazing cuisine. So please welcome Jessica Yanez. Also with us, we have Mihi Pansiri, who is the owner of Rinkum Thai. Rinkum Thai has been on the Pike since 1985. It is an institution to the community. Everyone who is a frequent visitor of Rinkum Thai can vouch for that. Their incredible food and wine selection. Please welcome Mihi Pansiri. And finally, we have the Vice President, General Counsel, co-founder of Pentagon MMA, Diana Nakarmi, with us. Pentagon MMA was founded in 2012, so we are on the 10th year. So congratulations. Her and her husband Vivek operate that business. And we have worked with her. I've worked with her since my first year here. So we've worked at least 6 years, probably more together. So please welcome Diana as well. So I'm just going to do this kind of round robin style, folks. I'm just going to toss a question out there, and it's not an essay. You can just kind of pop whatever comes to your mind, but we can go in alphabetical order and just do Diana, Jessica, Mihi. But what makes you proud to be a part of the Columbia Pike community, and what values make you want to contribute to be a part of the community? I know it's not a trick question. Just what do you love about the community that your business is in? So we can start with Diana.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Stephen, and the CPP. Can we say CPP now? Or should we say Columbia Pike Partnership team for organizing this today. I think this is very helpful to the community. So part of being on the Pike, I mean, it's an incredible community. It's so supportive. I think inclusivity is a word that comes to mind when I think of the Pike. It supports the residents, the businesses support people from all over the world, restaurants from all over the world, small businesses, family-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses. It's just really a very tight-knit community, I feel, and it's just very supportive.
Thank you. Jessica, to you.
Well, it's very helpful for us. There's very good help for, to be partnership. Yeah, it's Columbia Pike is a lot of multicultural, so we are happy to to know the other owners from the other restaurants, and it's a help allows to each other. when we help each other, it will be better way to communicate with the neighbors too, what they like, what they don't like. And over the pandemic, you know, just thankful for everything you guys did, and you know, the other neighbors too. So we are so happy to be partners.
Thank you, Jessica. Mihi, last but not least, what do you love about being in the Columbia Pike community?
Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday.
Wines Day.
Wine day, yeah. So anyhow, I've been here since 1985. You know, we've been through a lot. Cipro and I, Columbia Pike, my regular. And also during the pandemic, you know, I realized how small community like Cipro and all the residents and regulars are very important to me. Just last month, I had a terrible incident with the one of the family member of my staff, and all my customers reached out and then sent the money to this person. So I was really grateful for all the help, and you guys are always there trying to order some, you know, lunch for the nurses or something else, you know, to help me out. So I think that's why we are still surviving this terrible situation. So I'm here, you know, if somebody else needs help, you know, I'm here to help. So I just appreciate everything you guys been doing for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mihi. We'll go back now to Diana again. So we're recording this, of course, to share and try to get out to other businesses that maybe we've not had the luck of working with yet. And we really want to get the word out, and people trust business owners' opinion of things the most. So I want to use this to kind of highlight and let other businesses know what we can do for them. So can you kind of speak, all three of you speak to example, starting with Diana, of ways that we have worked together in the past several years? I know for Jessica, it's just been a year, but still, just kind of different ways we've partnered together, just examples of. Diana, could we start with you?
Sure. I think one of the things I remember most and appreciate most, and our staff too, is when you guys brought around the banners while everyone was closed in the middle of the pandemic. Well, during the very beginning. I think, I mean, it was just a simple thing, but it meant so much, and it really, I don't know, it really brought awareness to the community of what was out there, what was open, and it reminded, I think, the community that we're still there. You know, we need to survive, please help us. And I think that meant a lot. I think the other thing that you all have been so instrumental in helping with is communications with the county. As Stephen, you probably know, you remember, we had some issues with our sidewalk and our the apron in front of our building, and you and Amy have been working so hard to really follow up and get an answer, at least, which is something I was never able to do with the county. So those contacts are so instrumental for small businesses, and that being that just the go-between and understanding the way the county works, and just that's just really, really invaluable, I think.
Thank you so much. Yeah, the struggle is real, Diana, but but we will get through it. Jessica, to you, how have we worked together with you in the past year since Los Chamacos has opened?
Well, you guys helped us a lot when we opened for the permits, as Diana said, with the county, new regulation, what we can do, what not, the TOSA. You guys really help us. You do the program for nurses launch. It's been either help us a lot and, you know, help us to survive this pandemic. And you guys put some banners to encourage our customer to donate. So we got some customers that read very good. They were happy to help and donate for the nurses. And you do the bandits for outside too, the people can know this, like we are open, and some promotion on the website too. You guys promote us. So I really encourage to, the people, don't be afraid to be partner, either because we are on different language. It doesn't matter. I guess Columbia Pike is different from the other counties. And you guys help us a lot, either we speak another language.
Thank you, Jessica. Those nurses are very lucky to get those lunches from you guys. They are delicious. And Mihi, how have we worked with you in the past several years?
Well, the same thing with the other, Jessica and Diana. So yeah, those lunch programs helped a lot, but still it's not enough to support the rent and all that. But you try to give me some resources, what I have to do, what permit wise, and trying to help me try to get the outdoor sitting, which doesn't work for me. But anytime I have a question, you're always there trying to give me a right path and me go here. This is the right way and stuff like that. And meeting like this, it really helps. That Chamber of Commerce, I wanted to join, but the fee was just so expensive for timing like this. So that's why I kind of backed off. So, but if now if Amazon is willing to pay for it, I'd be glad to join. So something like this really helps. Every little bit helps. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I see that Kim has put the link in the chat to donate to the Buy a Nurse Lunch program if people feel that they want to support that. We highly encourage that. We're trying to raise funds now so we can kick off the program again. As you hear here, it's a big help. It's not everything, but it's something. And that's the thing. If we can't be everything for you, we can at least help you connect to that person or help you, solve the issue that you've been dealing with, or we can find someone who can do it. Even if we can kind of convene that connection. So the last question I want to ask all of you, do you have any words to businesses who may be unsure of becoming a partner? Maybe they don't know what it entails, what, there's some level of mistrust, which is totally understandable. But Diana, if we could start with you, what would you tell any businesses who are unsure about becoming a partner with us?
I would say it's really a no-brainer. There's no downside. You're joining an incredibly supportive team who is going to do nothing but guide you in the right direction, support the community, help. As a rising tide floats all boats, right? So, there's no reason why not to join.
Okay, Jessica, to you. Thank you, Diana.
Yeah, as I said, don't be afraid to be partnered, maybe because speak another language. I think everyone, we can help each other. If we have different ideas, we can do something about, especially on the pandemic. So it's good to join us and meet another neighbors, another owners of the restaurant. It will help too.
Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. And lastly, to Mihi.
Yes, I recommend CIPRO. I'm joining you guys all the time because you guys are nothing but help. Help the community, help the businesses. So I recommend you guys to anybody. So keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you, Mihi. Do we have any questions for either three of these amazing women? If you have anything to say, please raise your hand or put it in the chat. If not, I just want to thank the three of you for coming on here. We love you and we're so happy to be there for you. It makes us happy.
Ethan, I think JD had his hand up.
Oh, great. I could not see. Thank you, Kim.
Yes, good morning. I did have my hand up and welcome to our new partners. There's a couple things with what I'm going to say. Again, I just want to bring to attention, I know we've had some issues with security, right? And along the pike. And just want you to consider just being vigilant, right? And what you do. This day and age, you know, there's a number of things. And back when I was in the Marine Corps, I used to do this anti-terrorism stuff, but just reach out to ACPD. I know Columbia Pike, we've brought them here before to speak to all of you. So just remain vigilant in this time, you know, high security displays, closed circuit TV, stuff like that. Anything you can do to kind of throw it off these opportunists who may be coming to our businesses along the pike more especially. So again, welcome. And I just want to give you those tidbits for today. Thank you.
That's a really good point, JD. Lots of desperation out there, creating a lot of unfortunate situations. But it's always great to have that Ring camera, always great to have something that kind of shows that someone's watching and kind of foster accountability there. Anybody else?
Yeah,
Anybody else?
Quick comment, Stephen. Thank you, JD, for bringing that up. We are meeting with our partners over at ACPD. In fact, they do want to do a session like this. We did one a few months back. Actually, it's almost a year now. They want to do another session, probably in March timeframe. So stay tuned. But in the meantime, as JD said, stay vigilant.
Yeah. Does anyone else have anything? Kim, I can't see if anyone has any hands raised. So if you could just help me.
Yeah, I'm looking. I think.
I was just typing a question. Sorry, my timing is bad, I guess. I was going to ask if you could put the names of the restaurants and the other business as well in the chat so I can write it down, because we're always looking for places to take our staff out to lunch. So thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Kim, if you could take care of that, I can move on to our kind of wrap up. We have a couple of events coming up that I just wanted to make sure you have on your radar, because like this, these are going to be really helpful to the business community and the public at large. The State of the Pike is coming up Thursday, February 10th from 3 to 4:30 p.m. This will be recorded. If you can't make that, I understand. There's been some people unhappy that it's during workday, but we had to do it during workday so we get everybody who's working during the day. This is a gathering of all the different, not all, but several different departments of the county. This is our chance to ask, you know, what have you done for us lately? And there are questions you can submit in advance. And if you go to our website, www.columbia-pike.org, you can find the little thing that says State of the Pike. Click on it for more info. You can see where to leave questions in advance. But this will be very helpful and informational just of what's happening as far as like construction, waste management, transportation, that kind of thing. So very, very helpful. That is, again, Thursday, February 10th, 3 to 4:30 p.m. It will be recorded and circulated. Then our Pike Progress Luncheon will return in its virtual format again, unfortunately. Yes, you can put a brief detail of your business in the chat. Please be welcome to. So the Pike Progress Luncheon is Thursday, April 21st from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that's still kind of in development as far as what we'll be talking about, but probably have something to do with the form-based code amendments. So stay tuned for details on that. But yeah, that is what we have right now for you today. Thank you for joining us. We're going to continue in a closed session of the Community Advisory Council at this point. So if you are not part of the Community Advisory Council, we would ask you to say goodbye for the day. Kim, do you have anything else you'd like to say before we wrap?
I just want to say thank you once again. We, as Andrea said, as Stephen said, as many of the folks that spoke today said, our partners, we couldn't do this without you. You know, half of our budget comes from the county, the other half comes from people like you and from organizations and businesses and those who are just generous enough with their time and their money. So on that note, just thank you. Thank you so much.
We have one more question before we close from Carol Lieber. She's asking if there's any displaced businesses at Westmont or in your block on the Pike that are being relocated.
Takahashi.
Carol, I just responded to you. Yes, the Takahashi Japanese restaurant has just reopened at Penrose Square.
And this is Mike Garcia. I'll mention that one of my fellow agents who was right next to Mom's Pizza, he ended up relocating closer to his home in Falls Church. So he's made a permanent move over to Leesburg Pike.
I know that Attila's is looking for a space. Mom's Pizza did end up retiring. But I'm not sure of what's happening with Legends yet. I think they're just still looking, but that's all that we know right now.
I can also share that the urgent care repositioned their staff in a new Crystal City location.
All right.
Just real quick, one note on that though, during the State of the Pike, we will be discussing the commercial market study, which came out 2 years ago. And one of the recommendations in that study was to really assist those businesses who may be displaced due to development. So you will hear from the head of Arlington Economic Development, Kelly Tucker, as well as his team during the State of the Pike regarding how is that initiative going and what they are doing to assist legacy businesses and businesses stay on the Pike.
That's right. Okay. Well, if is it time to close the session and move on?
This was great.
Awesome. So if you are not part of the Community Advisory Council, thank you so much for coming, and we will see you soon. If you are on the Community Advisory Council, please sit put and we will start in just a moment as people go ahead and leave.